What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Ticker Fee video and welcome to the Ticker Fee family. Today is an awesome, beautiful Friday. So the ticker symbol we're going to be talking about today is STPK, or the company is STEM. So what we're going to be talking about is a recap of the company and then the future potential I think STEM has, right? So STPK, I think they have an awesome future, and then we'll finish it off with the chart analysis. And for those that have been supporting this channel, I really do appreciate it. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So STEM Inc. is to become publicly listed through the business combination with Star Peak Energy Transition, or STPK. So that's where that come from. Now, they were founded in 2009. Now, STEM is an energy storage leader that offers customers a complete solution of integrated battery storage systems, right? So that's what they're known for, right? So that's going to be with network integration and battery optimization via proprietary AI-driven software platform called Athena. So that's where Athena comes from, if you haven't heard that before. Now, STEM delivers significant customer value by lowering energy costs, stabilizing the grid, also intermittently and reducing carbon emissions. Now, addressing the electric grid constraints and driving rapid global transition to zero carbon renewable generation, which is going to be perfect for what's going on in the market and what the trend is and what it's going to be in the future, which then it'll be a lifestyle with, going green, right? So transaction to provide up to $608 million in gross proceeds, compromise of Star Peak's $383 million of cash held in trust, assuming no redemptions, and a $225 million fully committed common stock pipe at $10 per share. Now, that's including investments from funds and accounts managed by BlackRock, right? Keep that in mind. If you've never heard of that company, it's huge, as well as some other partners. Now, following the expected first quarter 2021 transaction close, the combined company will have an estimated equity value of approximately $1.35 billion and will remain listed on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker symbol STEM. Now, all STEM shareholders will roll 100% of their equity holdings into the new public company, as well as transactions position STEM to capitalize on significant growth opportunities. Now, STEM's energy storage system addresses $1.2 trillion market opportunity, which is huge. So now, with that being said, and now that you're caught up, let's look at the future potential that I believe STEM has. Okay, STEM versus Tesla Energy. I thought this was pretty interesting. I saw a summary on this on a website, and so I wanted to kind of break it down a little bit and to see what your thoughts are. Now, again, the company was founded in 2009 and is a battery storage management company. They use Athena as the software platform, right? Which what we just previously talked about. So keep that in mind when I'm talking about this little summary. Now, STEM competes with Tesla in the energy storage market, which, first of all, it's to me, I feel like it's a really good thing because Tesla is not solely focused on the energy storage market, right? Their main part of their company, their foundation is going to be the car. So I feel like this gives STEM a leg up. Now, Tesla CEO Elon Musk sees the energy market, which includes solar and energy storage companies, as a key driver. Now, Musk projects that the company's energy business will be on par with automotive business soon. So we'll see. I think he's basing that off of that more people will continue to buy solar panels, right? Now, Tesla plans to devote more time and resources to expand its solar and energy storage offerings. In 2020, and this is what I highlighted, Tesla's energy segment generated revenues of $2 billion compared to $1.5 billion in 2019. Massive deal. I mean, from going from 1.5 to 2, that's always a big deal. I like to see those numbers. So that's a good outlook for STEM, which is exactly what it says. So this is very promising because of the massive addressable market and strong macro tailwinds. So keep that in mind, right? So Tesla might be the massive driver of this, but it also gives an opportunity for STEM because just in my neighborhood, I've started to see more people are not only coming to the doors to get you to buy the solar panels, but I've also seen it on other people's houses, which you didn't see just a few years ago. So this is huge. Now, the company's energy storage system has an addressable market opportunity of that 1.2 trillion by 2050, which is plenty of time. Now, one of the big catalysts for STEM, which is going to be what the current market is with Biden's $2 trillion clean energy plan. So that's going to be right up STPK's alley. So the forecast is based on how well STEM performs. STEM expects to generate sales of 147 million in 2021 and forecasts its sales growth by 115% in 2022 and 67% in 2023. So we need to keep that in mind on the back end of this year and the beginning of 2022. Now, the company expects to be adjusted positively in 2022 and free cash flow in 2023, which would be amazing because if you've heard me in other videos, I am a huge fan of trying to get away from that debt. That way we can use more money for research and development and continue to make our technology better. Now, in 2026, STEM expects to generate sales of 1.17 billion and adjusted EBITDA of 417 million. So the company projects a gross margin of 41% in 2026. Now, that would be amazing. 41%? Wow, that would be a big deal. So STPK valued STEM at a pro forma implied equity value of 1.35 billion. Now, currently, it is valued at 3.9 billion, which is awesome. So since 2021, price to sales multiplies is 26.5x. However, the 2026 price to sales multiple looks more like at 3.3x. So based on the valuation and the growth outlook, STEM looks like a good deal, and the fall in STPK stock could be a buying opportunity, or not only a buying opportunity, but also averaging down because there's a huge correction going on. It's not stopping. But I feel like we're getting that towards the end of that, and I feel like it's going to start to settle, which is what you want to see, right? Now, with that being said, hopefully that added some value to you. Now we're going to check out a chart analysis. So for those that are still learning how to read the candlestick chart themselves, remember the method, okay? I like to bring it up constantly because I want you to remember these 4 data points, right? So that's going to be the opening price, the high price, the low price, and the closing price, right? Always keep those in mind, okay? Now, when you're looking at the anatomy, remember these 3 basic features. You've got the body, which is going to be the square part, right? So it indicates the open and close range. Now, the wicks, or sometimes you hear it from other people, you're going to hear the tails or the shadows. Now, that's going to be those long lines above and below the main body, which reveals the intraday highs and the lows, right? And then last, it's going to be the color, which everybody knows. You've got the green, which you always want to see, and that's going to be the price, right? So that's going to be the price increase, and then you've got the red, which the body indicates the price decrease. But also keep in mind, for example, looking at this chart, you see this blue line right here. That's going to be the volume. And so what you're looking at here is you've got, for that day, 34,927,499 on the volume, right? With the yield. So keep that in mind. So when those stocks are moving up and down, you got to think with the volume itself, it's not just buys or sells, it's both. So keep that in mind. Then the other thing is when it comes to SPACs, I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of times with the trend line, it floats around $10. It just floats around there as soon as the SPAC comes out. And we don't know who they want to tag along with and merge with. A lot of times it's going to float at $10. So the other thing is what you want to think about is going to be the support and the resistance. So as you can see, once we kind of figured out who they were going to merge with, it slowly started to move, right? And so we got that huge massive support, and that's where that volume comes in. Then you can see the trend line start to change by looking at the volume and all that's going on there. So at first you can see that there was a huge resistance when it opened at 24.8, right? Now there was a high on this day at 26.23. Now that was the end of December, right? So you're thinking, okay, keep that in mind. That was the resistance. But then you have it here. So this is your resistance line at 17.92. But now you're starting to get more support, and that's why you see a high of 51.49. So if you expand it, you're looking at still $23 as the support, and then you've got a resistance, I would say around $34. But with what's going on in the market with the correction and how the majority of stocks are dropping, this is a huge opportunity, like I mentioned earlier, to average down. I see this as an opportunity for those that are coming in for the first time to buy it at a good price, because again, I believe that we're going to start to get more support once all this settles. So guys, I hope this really helps you out. I hope this added value for you to make some options, some opportunities if you want to buy it, whatever the case is. But I really do appreciate you taking the time to listen to this video, and welcome to the Ticker family.